Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit and I am Lord of the Arena. There's been a patch. Hasn't really affected much though. At least nothing in this particular arena run. From what I could see, there is nothing in this list that was actually changed in the patch. For those of you wondering what it did, it made some adjustments. It nerfed mages, which was nice. Pyroblast actually costs 10 now, so that's wonderful. You got a little bit more time to work with that. Blood mages got nerfed, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Blood Imp, sorry. Blood mages. What am I talking about? Yes, Blood Imp got nerfed. It's a 0-1 now that actually gives another random friendly minion +1 health. So basically it is a stealth version of the Priestess, but with no attack. So instead of giving everything +1. So that's pretty good. That means Warlock Rushdown is a little less effective. Unleash the Hounds got buffed. Warsong Commander got nerfed. Charge, I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf, really. It costs a lot more. It used to cost 0, it now costs 3, and it's +2 attack and charge. So there's that. And a couple of other changes, like Defender of Argus, I believe, got nerfed. If I recall correctly, Dark Iron Dwarf got nerfed, which is fine because I don't have it in this deck. Abusive Sergeant didn't get nerfed as much as just changed, and again, not in this deck. Novice Engineer did get nerfed, but we don't have that anyway. So, that doesn't actually affect this deck whatsoever. So, we're fine with that. Let's keep on rolling, shall we? Try not to make so many dumb mistakes. Also, by the way, for those of you wondering about Arena, I think the next run I'm probably going to base my Arena construction draft on that. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. This isn't actually mentioned in the patch notes at all, so Lord knows if they're going to mess with anything else. Anyway, as I was saying, Trump put out a new tier list for arenas based on this patch, so a lot of my knowledge was kind of out of date. I was basing it on one of his very old tier lists, so I need to update my knowledge a little bit. Okay, cool. We are going second, which is not too shabby. So I'm going to toss the Spellbreaker. I think we'll toss the Ghoul, keep the Backstab, and then see what we can get out of this. Aha! Nice. Okay. So we've got a couple of options here. We could coin Armani Berserker, then Backstab Defias, or we can do it the other way around, which can kind of work too. I think Coin Defias is okay. The problem is Coin Defias just gives him a 2-1 for her to stab immediately. So I actually think I'm going to prefer the Armani Berserker choice initially, because that means that if she doesn't have a 2-drop, she's going to be limited in what she can do. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go, if we can, we'll turn to Backstab into Defias instead. So that leaves her with a number of targets on the field, so if she wants to use knives, she's very limited. I assume she's going to go for me. If she actually stabs that Armani Berserker, that would be the silliest thing I've ever seen. Okay, well, that was a good play by her. Well, yes, it still is. I was going to say, hey, we could backstab the Armani Berserker, and we can, but that would be silly, so we're not going to do that. We have a creature on the board, which is the only reason I am not playing Defias Ringleader right now. Backstab won't work here. We can't really combo it together, so we'll just hold on for a little while. She made the right call. Okay, Scarlet Crusader out there, which is somewhat irritating. So we'll probably just take 3 damage and then backstab it. Seems like the best way to deal with it. So there we go. And then we backstab that, which gets rid of it quite nicely, and then we follow up with Defias Ringleader. There we go. So it doesn't mean that that 2-1's going to die, but we start to apply the pressure. Start to get things rolling. Gnomish Inventor is our turn 4 play, most likely. Seems like the way to go. We might... No, we're not going to see a Fan of Knives come out. That would just be silly because of my Enrage. It's actually put her in a little bit of an awkward position. Alright, she must have a way of killing that then. Betrayal. Oh, very nice. Cool. Good use of Betrayal. Whoa, what the hell happened there? You see that? That was really strange. Huh. I don't think that's quite what it was looking for, but I wonder if it showed up different on his screen. Because from what I saw, that shouldn't have worked the way that it did. Huh. That's a little odd. Alright. Okay, Bloodsail Corsair. Not amazing, but reasonably useful. The hope is that he pulls something like a Petition's Blade out and then we Bloodsail that. Questing Adventurers out. Okay, that's a bit worrying. Eviscerate coming out to kill that. Now that makes that a 3-3, so that's a bit of a problem. We do have a Deadly Poison, Stampeding Kodo is not going to work anymore, as much as I wish that it would. Frostwolf Warlord's not a good play. Silverhand Knight's okay. That would work. The alternative is we just stab it and then hit it with the 2/2. So we take 3 damage. Reset the board with a card advantage. I'm not terribly fond of that, but I don't think there's necessarily a better one. The only other thing I can do is Fen Creeper, but then if he buffs it up past the Fen Creeper's damage, then we're going to be in serious trouble, so... Or I could just play a really powerful creature, but I need rid of this. This thing snowballs way too badly. I could actually just Deadly Poison and then stab it immediately, keep my 2/2 alive. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I think I'm going to throw out the Bloodsail Corsair as well, just to force him to pull out more knives. There we go. Limit his mana reserves for next turn. Could have just held on to that for something like a Petition's Blade. It's really the only thing it's useful for. It's actually not a good minion. But, there we go. Okay, so I got an Assassin's Blade. That's alright. Okay, what's the best way to go here? So that's a 4/4. Stampeding Kodo kills off the 2/2. And we probably take the 4/4 to the face and kill it with the 1/2. Seems like the way to go. The other way would have been to go with the Assassin's Blade, but then we lose the extra 3 damage of Deadly Poison on these knives, so... Yeah, I think we'll just take the 4 to the face. We're in a good spot anyway. We have board control, and we have slightly higher hit points, equal cards, so I think this is okay. That's a good Drake. Assassin's Blade will not quite kill that, unfortunately. Ooh, 5 damage Eviscerate coming out. That's nasty. So, that was not a good use of a Kodo. Alright, Mogashan Warden. Not really going to help me too much here. Silverhand Knight would be okay. Fen Creeper's kind of lousy. I don't really want to keep taking 4 damage hits to the face, so... I think Silverhand Knight, probably the way to go. And then knives. This swapping is getting even worse. I think this patch has actually made the swapping worse than previously, which I don't particularly like. I'm still looking for a Frostwolf Warlord play out of this, but it's a bit tricky. Don't really want to take too much damage to the face. She's starting to get a bit low, so that helps. I'm a little disturbed by the fact that there's spell power on the field. That could be a problem. We'll see. Depends what she brings out. If she throws out a fan of knives, that would suck. Assassin's Blade, okay. What's she going to do with that, then? Mad Bomber? Alright. I can see what he's trying to do here. Oh, he takes out the 2/2, so that's a pretty good use regardless. And then knives that. Okay. So she regains control of the board, at the cost of more hit points. Eviscerate. Alright. So Fen Creeper's probably the way to go here. Decently tough. Mogashan Warden would be okay, but not great. I think we just Fen Creeper. We could Eviscerate from here, get rid of the 3/2, but I'd like to keep that for something a little bit better than a 2-drop. So I think we just go straight after him, and we redo the daggers and then end the turn. Okay, so we're slightly ahead. Could still go either way. If there's an Assassinate, then I can take 6 damage this turn, which is not too bad.
I hear you got a problem.
Ooh, okay. Good job we held on to that Eviscerate. Deadly Poison coming up. Alright. So she will take that out. She'll take another 3. That 5 damage on there is really disturbing. Thankfully, I do have 2 more taunts in my hand, so this is actually going to be a lot less pleasant than she hopes. Do I have lethal? Assassin's Blade and Eviscerate is not lethal, but it's close. Okay, we can just combo Eviscerate next turn, I think, so I think we just Assassin's Blade, go for the face, and if we can do damage next turn, Eviscerate will finish her. This Mogashan Warden should be able to deal quite nicely with the 7/5, so that's not too big a problem. Even if it doesn't, I'm still not dead. Bloodfen Raptor. Yep, just everything coming out on the board right now. Bluegill Warrior. So I'll take 7 damage this turn, and then she is dead. So that's the GG. Alright, knife to the face, and then the eviscerate to finish her. There we go. Sweet. That went pretty well. Nothing to worry about there. In a rogue versus rogue, you're gonna take damage. It's just the way of it, but that played out pretty well. Ah, Drodo-Ruig. Wow. Let's try that one again. Druid or rogue victory. Probably toss this one, I think. Let's get this out of the way. We don't want that one. Did I just get rid of it? There we go. Good. That's what I like to see. Alright, back into the arena we go. So that one went fine. Don't think I made any glaring errors. It might have been a little risky to use that Bloodsail Corsair in the way that I did, but it was okay. I mean, against the Assassin's Blade, all it would have done is taken one charge off it. It's not like an ooze, so it's not a great creature at the best of the time. So I think taking her knife away to force her to make a new knife was probably the safer play with that. Alright, okay, let's make this happen. So... not ideal. I think we're more likely going to want the Eviscerate as opposed to the Sap. It's okay, but again, it's Defier, so we're looking for a backstab, really, to be able to play that early, which we can't. So we'll go Armani Berserker turn 2 instead, which is also fine. I mean, Defias against Druid isn't that great because of the Druid's hero power, so it's not too shabby. So we can either just Eviscerate that thing, or we can play the Armani Berserker. I think we just play the Armani Berserker, honestly. It's like, alright, you want to trade? It's fine, we can trade. Not a big deal. And then I can go to Jungle Panther. Or we could do Bloodsail Ready Defies, depending on what he's going to go for here. Oh, there's the Wrath, okay. Alright, I think... considering he has that damage on the board, I think we want Bloodsail Ready Defias out of this. So let's do that. Bloodsail Corsair, in fact. Let's try and get that right. There we go. Admittedly, he'll probably use that to then kill the 1-2. Then he'll use... yeah. I don't know, that's probably not that great. But playing the Jungle Panther didn't make any sense there either. Can't protect it. It would just die. So he'll take out the 2-1, and then he'll probably run the 3-2 into the 1-2. And then I could knife that if I wanted. Basically trades for everything and leaves me with a slight card disadvantage, so I pretty much screwed that up. Do I want to take another 3 damage to kill that off and fight with the 2-2? And not be able to play my Jungle Panther this turn? No, I don't. I prefer to have my Jungle Panther out and then put the Fen Creeper down so that I can defend it. That makes more sense. See what he pulls out. No, you're not going to be targeting that anytime soon, I'm afraid. Chillwind Yeti. I wonder what that was. Probably just another Wrath. Okay, Chillwind Yeti. So, Fen Creeper is absolutely fine here. And then we'll attack him for 4. And we could see a swipe out of him here. And then a follow-up, but at least then that means I've done 8 damage to him with that Panther, so that's fine. Oh, no swipe, alright. And your Blade Master, Fairy Dragon. Alright, and he's not going to run anything into me, which is very kind of him. Alright. So, we can continue. Can't play Deadly Poison yet. I could play Perdition's Blade. Problem is, I think it does get to... I think I can target Fairy Dragon with Perdition's Blade. Pretty sure I can. Because it's not a spell, it's a battle cry. Alternatively, I mean, I can just kill that off. What's the best way to do this? The problem is these are all sodding combos. I could kill that with Perdition's Blade, but only if I used something first. Eviscerate only does 2 damage. I can't combo into it because I don't have a weapon. It's a tough one. I want to get rid of this as well. And it's a little bit difficult to do that with. We could just go straight for the face. I've got to kill something here. Actually, I don't really, do I? I've got a powerful taunt up. Why don't I just go straight for the face? Let him run into the taunt. And then try to set up a better combo next turn. Put more pressure on him. Instead of farting around with that stuff, which I wasn't going to get an optimal use of anyway, regardless of what I did. If he wants to go for the face, then he's going to have to get through the Fen Creeper first, and I've got 10 damage worth behind that Fen Creeper. So let's see what he can do. It made no sense, really, to use most of the HP of that taunt there. Didn't have to. Can just go right for him. Usually I'd be against rushing him down, but I think in this situation it was the best idea, because I didn't really have great trades. It's just like, well, why not? Why, let's just hit him. Let's do damage.
I must safeguard the land.
Well, I guess that works. Claw coming out. Alright, let's see what he goes for. Well, at least it's still a 3-6 that can fight. So he takes some damage from the Panther. The Panther's down, so we're not going to use the 4-3. Trades that. I wouldn't have done that. I'd have used a 4-5 against that.
Time waits for no one.
But it is what it is. Alright, I think he's panicking a little bit, actually. I lost most of my damage potential there, which is quite lousy, but I can kill the Keeper of the Grove off, and I can then follow up with an Eviscerate. I can get rid of the Yeti. In fact, I can clear the board here. Alright. So that's that gone. And then we Eviscerate... Do I want to use Eviscerate or just stab it? What am I talking about? The maths don't work on that. Eviscerate for 4. Run the 2-2 into it. There we go. Then use the 3-6 to kill that. Leaves us with board control and health advantage. Cool, that works. Getting a 2-4 creature out of that is pretty good. And the silence, it helped him a little bit. It let him kill off some of my more powerful creatures, but it's still fine. Alright, Booty Bay Bodyguard. I've still got enough HP to consider just beating on him, so... We could go Perdition's Blade, Deadly Poison, which would kill that immediately. We could Spellbreak that, but what would it gain us? Not too much. I think Perdition's Blade, Deadly Poison, we don't even have to hit it. We can just trade the 3 for it. Just Perdition's Blade for 1 damage, run it in there. And then hell, we could stab him in the face for 4. That seems like the way to go. Okay, so 1 damage. So now I think, well, do I want to go for him, or do I want to take 5 to the face? Let's take 5 to the face. I think I can afford that.
Here we go.
Without too much of a problem. And I think we just want to try... Do I want to try and rush down from here? Do I want to play the Spellbreaker? Just to give him more pressure? Because then I've got him next turn, pretty much. Screw it. Let's go all in on this. Go all in on it. We're going to hit him with everything we got. We're going to put as much pressure on the board as possible. And we're going to say, you've got this turn to stop that pressure or you die. Let's see what he's got. Well, I guess that stops that pressure. And I don't have any Assassinates. Well, crap. So much for that plan. What's the best way around this? I can wait another turn, but he's really ruined my momentum. I can wait another turn and see if I can get something up. The other way is I can do 4 damage with my knife. I could then sack 2 creatures into that thing and hit him for 4. But then that takes me down to 9. I think we wait another turn. See if we get something that will help. Got the Mogashan up, so he can't do any damage to me right now. Let's see if that was the right call. Questing Adventurer. Oh, that was the wrong call. No, it wasn't, because, honestly, if that was up, then I wouldn't have been able to finish him anyway, so this at least gives me a shot. And now I'm really upset that I burned my Spellbreaker. I needed that. For both of these, actually. Spellbreaker would have sorted both of these out. So that is bad news. Alright, well, now we play the waiting game. So we have another taunt in the form of the Fen Creeper there. And we're pretty much got to sit here staring at each other. I'm not going to trade 3 creatures for that. I could trade... Yeah, 2 creatures is the best I can do. The problem is, this is going to get bigger. So this has got a little awkward. Damn, playing that Spellbreaker was the biggest mistake. I should not have done that. If I'd held on to that, I would have been okay. But no. Not anymore. I took a risk, and it did not pay off at all. What is that? Wrath? Possibly. It's my highest damage creature, so... Oh, it's a swipe. Alright. That's going to bruise me up a bit. Also means he's going to be able to get rid of my Fen Creeper in 1 hit instead of 2. So he gets rid of 2 of my creatures here. This is getting really bad. Oh, Dark Iron Dwarf coming out as well. Goes for the 1-turn buff. So he can kill that. Yeah, I think we've lost now. I took a risk, it didn't pay off, and now I'm dead. And Defias Ringleader will not save me, so GG.
Well played.
Should have held on to the silence. That would have made things a lot easier. But those 2 taunts, monstrous taunts, I wasn't going to be able to get anything done with. Bollocks. Alright. Well, that was my own bloody fault. Made some dodgy decisions that game. Okay, let's try again. Oh, a mage. Alright, might as well just quit now. Well, they did get nerfed a little bit, so maybe that'll help. Okay, a Spellbreaker. I prefer not to stick with that. I'd prefer something a bit lower cost. There! Oh, okay. Combo City, population me. Great, okay. Can't complain about that. Getting my 2 backstabs on my opening hand is fantastic. It'll only be better if I pull a Defias out now. Admittedly, that's still a Fire Blast target, but at least it's 2 mana he has to spend to do it. Alright, cool. So pretty much anything I can play here will instantly die, which is kind of great. And I can also then follow up with an Armani Berserker, which is double great. So my hope is he actually plays something. Oh, he's coining. Very nice. This is ideal. So we go backstab Armani Berserker. And that puts us ahead. 1 backstab into Armani Berserker. Sweet. Very cool. Turn 3 Jungle Panther as well. Even better. Sprint is a little bit of a null draw for the time being, but hey, it's okay. Alright. Armani Berserker is here and terrifying. Ironbeak Owl is going to silence it, but at least I'm then going to be able to trade and kill the Ironbeak anyway. I've got Fan of Knives here, which will get me a card, but it only kills a 2-1, so I'm not too keen on that. This thing's been silenced anyway, so who cares if it dies. So, Jungle Panther comes out. And if you want to Fire Blast that, you are more than welcome. And that leaves you with 1 mana, so enjoy that 1 mana. This is where she pulls Arcane Missiles, kills all of my stuff, and I just hate her forever. There's the Fire Blast. Okay, cool. Still ahead. Great. Unfortunately, I don't actually have an option out of here. I could Fan of Knives for another card, but I prefer not to do that, because it's a bit of a waste of Fan of Knives, in my opinion. So I think we're just going to stand with a regular knife. Stampeding Coda available. Probably isn't going to play anything that week. Unlikely, but we'll see. You never know. Ha! Ideal. Although, actually, do I really want to Stampeding Coda that thing? There's the answer. We're going to Stampeding Coda that thing. Here, have another Kodo. Yeah. Otherwise, I would just knife the bloody thing, but hey. I've got a second Kodo, and I can get a 3/5 on the field. Why wouldn't I? To be fair, I actually had no other option other than Fan of Knives, which, to me, didn't seem to make a huge amount of sense. Spiteful Smith. Alright, not the most useful mage thing, but it works. So, getting rid of the Spiteful Smith is going to be a bit of a pain, so we are going to ignore it and play the Boulder Fist Ogre instead. Incoming Polymorph, no doubt. We couldn't kill it that turn anyway. Well, we could, but it would have taken 3 cards, which is very silly. Well, 2 cards. The 3/5 and then the backstab, the 3/5 and the Fan of Knives. Which didn't seem to make too much sense. So I'd rather just play a more powerful creature that can trade well with it. Out comes the Grizzly. Alright, so it kills that. A little irritating. Never mind. We can still kill Grizzly, that's fine. In fact, an Assassin's Blade comes out, which will absolutely do the job. So I think we'll do that. I could kill that and still have the 6-7 intact. Do I want to do that? Alright, so here's what happens. If I can... Actually, I can't. I can't do backstab there, so... I could backstab then Fan of Knives, which gets rid of that, but I don't see the purpose. I think Assassin's Blade is the best play here. Pull the Assassin's Blade, kill the bear with that, and then use the 6-7 to smash that in the face and get rid of it. Probably going to have a Frostbolt follow-up to kill that, but... Never mind. If he had a Polymorph, he'd have used it by now. But that's probably going to be a Frostbolt coming out to kill that. And if he doesn't, well... Arcane Missiles, okay. What's your look like? Not too great, I'm afraid. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely. He understands what happened there. That's unlucky. I do kind of pity him for that.
The gates are open.
But screw that guy, he's a mage, I don't care. Okay. So we'll probably just run the 6-3 into 6-5. The alternative is that we take 6 to the face after doing a backstab. I kind of have the mana for that, but we're also playing against a mage. Just bear that in mind. So that doesn't seem like a particularly good idea. That said, I think I might do it because I can get the 6-3 behind a taunt wall. If he had direct removal, he'd have used it by now. So we're gonna actually take... It's a bit of a risk against a mage in particular, but I think take 6 to the face. We play the Mogashan Warden. And then we attack for 6. I think Fan of Knives has got to the point of uselessness now, so we're going to throw it out for an extra card. Okay. He's not going to play anything that's really going to get killed by Fan of Knives anymore, so... Seems like the way to go. Alright, that's cool. We could actually go Sprint Defias next turn, which is pretty good. Arcane Intellect, which means he didn't have a Flame Strike to kill a 6-3 off. But he might now have a Frostbolt. A Fireball. Alright. To be expected. Well, the Ogre did work for me, so I'm not going to complain too much. I think we definitely Sprint Defias now. Yeah, let's do that. We might even have a better option than that. Nope. Defias. More pressure, I think. I don't want him to get to turn 10 at this point. He might have a Pyroblast. Though it is Arena, it's less likely, but you never know. Oh, there's the Flame Strike. That's fine. He used a Flame Strike to kill a 2-cost minion. I think that's a win for me. And I can also kill that off immediately without too much of a problem. But I gotta watch it. Alright, so we got plenty of options here. I think Stampeding Kodo is the best way because it involves me not taking more damage. So I like that. There we go. Probably should have played Flesh-Eating Ghoul first. Could play Frostwolf for a 6-6. Yeah, if I play that, he's dead next turn. So let's play the Frostwolf for a 6-6. And since we have a new weapon on the way, we can hit him in the face with the last charge of that. So we have a Perdition's Blade in the hand, so that's fine. Alright, so unless he wipes the board completely right now, anything he plays is just going to get sapped and sent right back to the hand, and then we're going to win. So, he needs a way of wiping the board, which is difficult. A Flame Strike will only kill one creature. He's already burned one as it is. He could take away most of my damage with a Polymorph or a Fireball to this fellow, but he will die anyway, because I will combo into Perdition's Blade and then kill him, so... I think he's pretty boned. There is, of course, the possibility he pulls some ridiculous legendary out that does the job, but I don't think so. And neither does he. Alright. That went really well. Nothing to complain about there. Took a few risks, especially against a mage, but I was confident I could beat him before he started pulling Pyroblasts out of his arse. And you know that what's really nice? The fact that I have to at least say, hey, you've got to get to turn 10 before you can pull that nonsense. That's great. That's a nice change. I'm much happier now. Alright. Paladin. Okay. Well, Nothing on the Paladin side was changed. That is a terrible opening hand. We're going to toss them all. Sap is something we want later. Not now. It's a good card to end the game with. That's a bit better. Still not great, but we are going first, so there's not much we can really do anyway. So we've got Eviscerate. Or we can go Knives. Depends what he plays. I mean, if he just... I'll see. Can he coin into anything good? If he plays something like a Knife Juggler, I might Eviscerate it. He's actually not going to play anything. Okay, great. That's fine. That means I'll just Knife. Cool. That means we've got Jungle Panther and Petition's Blade as options there. That's alright. 2 Jungle Panthers, in fact. We could really start laying down the early game on this one. We should. Coin coming out. What's he got? Torn Warrior. Okay. Well, we did just pull a backstab, which could result in a combo, but... Huh. Alright, so we don't really want a Jungle Panther here for obvious reasons. Eviscerate doesn't work. We can backstab and then go to the face, but we'll take 5 damage, which would be a little silly. We could just pull Perdition's Blade, but again, we take 5 damage. That's actually kind of awkward. That's a little bit irritating. I could backstab Eviscerate, but then I just use 2 cards to kill a 3-cost minion, which makes me an idiot. Where do we go from here? I think we give it another turn and see if we get more options. It's a stealth minion. Worst it can do is go to the face for 2, so... Wait it out. I didn't really want to backstab an Abyss on something like that. That's kind of ridiculous. Alright. It's kind of the most bizarre thing you'd ever put a Divine Shield on as an enraged creature, but in this case it makes sense. Okay. Well, funnily enough, I think he's actually opened us up a nice possibility to nail him to the wall now, which is pretty cool. So we can use the Perdition's Blade effect to... I don't want to play another Jungle Panther because he's about to be on turn 4, so I've got to play around Consecrate. Perdition's Blade to knock off the shield, and then probably backstab. But then we actually get back to the same problem we're in the first place. This is bloody annoying. Hang on a minute. We don't even need to do that. Alright, here's how we do it. Take 2 to the face, backstab for 3 with a Kobold Geomancer, get rid of it. That's what we like to see. There we go. Probably keep the 4 cost. Yeah, I'll probably keep the 4-2 in stealth right now. I'm not going to use an Eviscerate on a 2-2. I'm just going to knife up. There we go. If I take 2 damage to the face, so be it. He'll probably just trade it for the Geomancer, which is fine. I got the effect that I wanted out of that Geomancer, so... Killed that without enraging it, got it out of the way. Took 2 damage to the face for my trouble, so I'm okay. Yep, has to be expected. Still losing with the board advantage. He plays Zone Jungle Panther, alright, okay. Do we play another Jungle Panther? I think we might. Defias combos are available here. I think we just play another Jungle Panther into Defias Ringleader. That's the absolute best option. No, it isn't, because of Consecrate. We play Gnomish Inventor. And I think we just stay in stealth here, actually.
Here we go.
I don't see any reason to openly attack him from this position. Actually. It might be okay, because if he pulls a Consecrate, then that's going to die anyway. He's not going to pull a Consecrate, because it wouldn't make any sense in this position. If I pulled a 4-2 out of stealth, the worst that could happen would be it got Hammer of Wrath, maybe? I'm okay with that. I don't mind. I've got another Jungle Panther. I don't want to play a Defias Ringleader because of Consecrate possibilities, so... Alright, he trades his Panther for my Panther, and I did 4 damage with it. Cool, that puts me ahead. No big deal. And I've still got a 2-4 on the field. Mad Bomber. Not an amazing play. It's not going to really do anything for him. Although I wished it had missed my Gnomish Engineer, so I wouldn't have had to do a straight trade over, but whatever. It's fine. We could still Perdition's Blade combo our way out of this anyway, so... Stampeding Kodo, it's not going to help. I think we go Jungle Panther, Perdition's Blade. Yep, that works. There we go. Get that out of the way. Alright, and I think we go to the face. Yeah. Yeah, we go to the face. Don't really want to burn a 2-2 on that, but I'm going to anyway. Whatever. Get that off the field. Make sure it can't be buffed. So, once again, playing around the idea of Consecrate here, which is a little bit risky because he might not have it, but it's very, very common. So, I don't want to give him a good Consecrate target. I'm trying to kind of bait it out, almost. Alright, Hammer of Wrath on a 2-3. Fine. It's good. I'll take that. That was most of his turn, so that works for me. Alright. We got Defias, but... oh, man, I don't want to play it. I think we just Stampeding Kodo. Kills the 1-1, which is not that great. But we do what we can. Go for him. Save that last charge. Let's do... let's do one Defias. Just one. This will probably be the Consecrate, which then kills 3 creatures, but it really just kills 2. There it is. Okay. So that was kind of deliberate. I couldn't really sit there just playing 1 minion at a time. I wanted to get rid of that Consecrate, and I wanted to make sure he killed some trashy minions with it. Oh, that's a little annoying. So he's going to get a card every time I attack with that guy now, so that's pretty irritating. Alright. Boulder Fist Ogre Defias, I think, from here. Yeah. Don't really want to give him another card. I don't think we need to. It's only going to do 3 damage anyway. Might as well keep it. I want to keep that last charge. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I should do damage. Especially if this is a noble sacrifice. It's not. What the hell is that? Huh. I have no idea what that secret is. I'm certainly not going to give him a card. It's like, I have removal in my hand, so I didn't need the knife. As far as I'm concerned. It's only a 2-2 anyway. Oh, I hate you so much. Blessed King's coming out. That's a 7-7 now. Time to sap it. Yep, none of that, thank you very much. There we go. You can go back to the opponent's hand. Okay. Do we have lethal? So that's 4 plus the knife 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We do not.
Well played.
But pretty close. So I think we just go right in at him. I should have attacked last turn, I would have had lethal. So I'm a dumbass for not doing that. Knife out. Stab. And we just combo for Eviscerate next turn for the win. What the hell is that secret? Is that... it's gotta be Redemption or something like that. Gotta be the one that brings the guys back to life. Yeah. That's weird. Alright. Eldor Peacekeeper comes back again. Argent Commander out as well. It's fine, he's dead anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, so let's just combo this for the win. Eviscerate, and then you're dead. There we go. Cool! Oh, we never found out what that secret was. I think it was the one that just revives one of his guys from the dead with 1 health. Which we're not too worried about. It's a bit of a weird choice. I wonder if he just threw it out there because he had no other options and he was thinking, oh, well, I've got to kind of fool him into thinking I've got something dangerous. Not a big deal. Alright. Once again, went pretty well. Things are rolling reasonably. Let's see how it keeps going. Things are going to get tougher from here on in. Oh, another rogue. Wonderful. I do hate the mirrors. I get to go second, and I get to go second with a Defias, which is pretty good. We toss the Spellbreaker, and we toss the Kodo, I think. Get some 3s and 4s. That's alright, too. Whatever works. Alright.
The
Defias is not ideal against a rogue, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. It's a strong play. At least he has to summon his knives. I still have a 2-2 on the field, so... it's not too bad. So he'll probably just pull his knives out and then stab the 2-1. Oh. Okay. I guess he can do both of those things. Fair enough. That works. Alright. And I got nothing. So, there we go. Knife Wars. Here we go. Very nice. This will take a while. So I've got 2 backstabs and Eviscerate in the hand, so anything he plays is pretty much dead. I hope he plays a bunch of weak stuff and then we find a knives and get a card out of it. Well, I mean that... Oh, fan of knives. Alright. Okay. So we clear the board and we get a card. Pretty great. Hard to complain. Stabby, stabby, stabby. And we will happily take the 2 damage to the face. And that leaves us with a significant card advantage and sick removal in hand. The only problem is that I don't really have any minions that work in this situation. Fen Creeper would be fine, but the Frostwolf Warlord is useless. Oh, we had to play a Master of Disguise without anything to disguise. That's even more unpleasant. Armani Berserker Eviscerate, I think, is the way to go here. Yeah, just kill it off straight away. Nice and easy, no problem at all. Keep my backstabs, no point wasting extra cards. Frostwolf Warlord would only be a 5-5 heal, probably just Fen Creeper. You know what could be cool, actually? Fen Creeper, and then you backstab that Sodding Armani for 5 damage. Well, that's not going to happen, but never mind. It was an idea. Alright, in this position, I still think Fen Creeper is the way to go. We could trade out. I don't want to sap it. That's a terrible plan. We could backstab and then trade the Armani for it, or we could just play the Fen Creeper. Tough call. Do I want... how many cards do I want to use? I could sacrifice a card and a creature. Or I can put the Fen Creeper out and... it's a powerful taunt. But if it stays alive, that leaves a Frostwolf Warlord as a possibility. That's my own... just to bear in mind, the Frostwolf Warlord is currently my only creature in my hand. So it makes more sense not to lose creatures at this stage, because that makes the Frostwolf Warlord potentially weaker. Fan of knives. Is he going to then knife up? I assume so. Okay. Well, he put a lot of effort into killing that, so I'm fine. I don't mind that he's done that. He used a lot of cards, took some damage himself. It's okay. Ah, a Defias. That sounds great. Unfortunately, I can't combo it. If I could, this would be amazing. I think we actually wait. No, we don't want to do that. 5-5 for 5 is not amazing. But it's also not terrible. Could have been better. Couldn't combo backstab into anything. So I couldn't play the Defias to buff it. Because he had nothing on the field. I think it makes more sense just to get a powerful creature on the board right now. Especially with things like sap. Alright, so we can actually sap that and get it out of the way. Which would be cool. We can then backstab that too. So that's alright. Flesh-eating ghoul. I think we might even sack our 2-2 here, actually. Yeah, because that'll get us a bit of a buff on the ghoul. Okay. Sap. And then Defias. There we go. 2-2. That gives us a 4-4 ghoul. Well, 4-3 ghoul. And then we hit him for 5. And that leaves us with a sprint, 2 backstabs. Which is... and a powerful board. Which is probably enough to deal with pretty much anything he's got. Let's see if he pulls something crazy. So if he wants to play the Ogre again, then that pretty much costs him his turn. Cool. Shiv. Gets him a card. That's fine. Don't mind. That also gets me a 5-3. 10 damage. 12 damage. Yep, that's unfortunately going to be all she wrote on that. I think we just go for the face right now. We can only kill one thing per turn. And actually we use the backstab as well. Just to get it down to 5 so that he can't trade without losing anything. So we just sprint. There we go. I don't think we can get anything that can end the game from this. No, but we put a backstab in there, and then we go for the face for 12. There we go. Puts him down to 3. Very nice. And that leaves us with a myriad of ways to kill him. So, that's cool. Yeah, he's toast, most likely. Mad Bomber coming out! Almost kills himself with a Mad Bomber. Found a knife, so he gets rid of my 5-1. That's pretty good for him. He's still dead. Has he got anything else up his sleeve? That would mean that he wasn't dead? Evidently not. Hey, hey, hey! Very nice. 6-1. I think I'm getting the hang of Rogue to some degree. This is a bit of a better deck than previously, so that helps, but there are a couple of stinkers in it. We're doing alright, though. Let's keep going. I think even a 7-3 finish would be better than something that I've pulled out lately. So I'll take that. I will take it. Okay, another mage, which I'm now less scared of. Going first with a deadly poison. Not useful. Let's toss those two. Bloodsail Corsair. We'll just play it straight up. At least I've got something I can play on turn 1 that's annoying and can't be killed immediately. So why not? There we go. And then we got Kobold Geomancer for follow-up. Eviscerate as well, but it's not likely she can play something that I'd want to eviscerate. Mana Worm. Go to hell with your Mana Worm. I hate Mana Worms. And we can't kill it either. Well, we can, but it would be a costly endeavor. I hate these things. Kobold Geomancer, I think. Yeah, this is the thing I hate about turn 1, 1-3s. It's like, well, what do I do with this exactly? Coin? Oh god, it's gonna be a 3-3, isn't it? I should have killed it off. No, 2-3. Okay, whatever. Q into a mage. Alright, so I guess we just knife it. Eviscerate is available. He actually didn't get to play a secret with that, which is not so amazing. Yeah, just trade it. I traded 2 for 1, though, so that makes it good. But it's a Mana Worm. It's amazing. Like, it's an incredibly good creature, so it's to be expected. Jungle Panther. Oh, yeah. I'll take some early damage, which I don't like. Take 4 to the face. And what do you got for 3? Kobold Geomancer of your own. Ugh. I've got an Eviscerate, but I think Mogashan Warden seems to make the most sense. Keeps the pressure off me, lets me use my 4-2. Let's go with that. There we go. Let's catch up in terms of damage. Could force out some premium removal. So, I mean, even a Fireball doesn't kill that, so you gotta do something like Polymorph it. Arcane Missiles might actually kill my Panther. Oh, no! Oh, I hate you. Turns out mages are actually still just as irritating to fight. Who knew? Well, that's that. Clears the board, kills my Panther. And he did it with a 1 mana spell. Because screw you. Alright, Stampeding Kodo, I think. Kills the 2-1. It's either that or we Eviscerate and go Defias Ringleader. It's actually kind of a tough call. As I know the Stampeding Kodo is going to die next turn, but if he throws the 4-2 at it and then has to use a Fire Blast, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's totally fine, because that means the Kodo went 2 for 1, so... Booty Bait Bodyguard, okay, cool. Well, I will definitely Eviscerate the 4-2 then. And probably just go Defias from there. Alternatively, I can kill this off, actually. But I'd have to play a Defias. That's actually the way to go. Okay, so we actually go Defias, Eviscerate on that, and then run that into that. I think that seems to be the way to go. It's not the combo, but that's fine. We don't mind. And then we kill that off. There we go. And we can even get knives out of it. So he'll Fire Blast that, but that then leaves him with only 4 mana, so he can't play anything too terrifying. The problem is he has a significant card advantage. I do have Sprint next turn, so I'm probably going to need to do that. Unless he brings out something really scary, in which case I'll have to play the Ogre. I'm not in great shape, though. Senjin. Well, that doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does kill what I've got on the board. Scarlet Crusader. Sounds great in theory until you realize Fire Blast exists. I think we're just going to sprint and get some options. He doesn't have high damage out on the board right now, so if anything was going to be the time to do that, it would be now. Okay. Leave it as it is. Still not a great spot to be in. Another Stampeding Kodo, which is okay if he's going to play some utility creature behind this 3/5, but that's not that likely. If he does, I'll be very happy. Right, he'll just use that to kill that, which is to be expected. Chillwind Yeti is most assuredly not a utility creature. And a secret, just to make matters even worse. Okay, this is bad news. Because that could be bloody anything. I don't really want to give him one of my scary creatures. Scarlet Crusade, I mean, everything I've got in my hand's actually pretty good. The best thing I think I can give him is a flesh-eating ghoul. But the thing is, he's going to be able to feed that thing. So it worries me a little bit. But I think with a Fen Creeper, we might be okay. Do I really want to give him that? I really don't want to give him that. Okay. Alright. Here's what we do. And then we Stampeding Kodo to kill it. Which is horribly suboptimal, and I'm not really sure why I did that. I don't know, is it? Was that terrible? I don't know if it was. No, I think I was okay. That seemed like the best way to do it, because any other way I was going to give him a nasty creature. So I think that was the best possible way of doing things. It still trades in a wonky way with what I've got on the board, but it's better than nothing. And I still have a slight card advantage. Cool, so that gets rid of his Taunt. I'll probably just run the 4/5 and the 3/5 and then kill it with a Fire Blast. Which, you know, that doesn't surprise anyone ever. Follow up is Acolyte of Pain. It's kind of an annoying follow-up because that means if I decide to... Oh, Petition's Blade. Okay, problem solved. Yeah, so Fen Creeper and Petition's Blade. There we go. Kills that off. Nice and easy. Sweet. Yeah, that works. I was going to say it makes it annoying because if I try and do AoE, then I end up in a really annoying situation of giving cards to the mage, and I don't want to do that, so I think we're okay. Alright, so he's going to generate his own cards. Now we're getting to the point where he could be pulling Pyroblasts. Oh, Polymorph, yeah, top decks that. Very lucky. Gets that down to 1/1, gets another card out of it, secures the card advantage, kills off my 3/6. I hate you. I think we're just going to Fen Creeper at this point. Again. Yeah. I don't really have an option. I've got an Assassin's Blade. But the thing is, I'm already sitting on a Petition, so I don't know why I'd want to use that. Fen Creeper, Scarlet Crusader. I could maybe play Boulder Fist, but there's a possibility of taking a lot of damage next turn, especially if he has a Pyroblast. If he has a Pyroblast, he actually has lethal. So we're going to have to play a Taunt. And I think we just play a Scarlet Crusader out of this. There we go. And I don't really want to take any more damage. I'm going to go for the face here. The reason is because I have an Assassin's Blade in hand, so I can afford to. So that's okay. We should get some... Oh, Arcane Missiles. Never mind. Don't hit it. Ah, bollocks. Arcane Missiles have been my absolute bane in this match. Knocks the Divine Shield off, which means you can take it out with a Fire Blast. That was the thing that was hopefully going to end up trading for that Kirin Tor, but not anymore. I might even have to play the Assassin's Blade and take it to the face, which I didn't want to do. What the hell are you doing? I think he's got a Pyroblast. Yeah, he went right for the face instead of taking out the 3/1. I'm almost convinced he has a Pyroblast now. Well, that's bad because I can't actually do anything about that. I can kill off 2 of his creatures, but if he's got a Pyroblast, I'm dead. Which is actually the thing I hate about mages, because there's literally nothing you can do at that stage. So, that goes. We can sap something, but I don't really see the need. I think we just play the Boulder Fist Ogre and then a Fan of Knives, and then hope that he doesn't have lethal. I don't want to sap that, because then he gets to use the Battle Cry again. It's that. Then we kill off the 1/2. And then we just hope that he doesn't have a Pyroblast. Will he be a mage? Yes, he will. Oh, mages. I hate them. Yeah, not much I could do with that. I think, honestly, I played fairly well, but he got lucky with his actual spells, and he got exactly what he needed, so... I don't know if there was much I could have done better there. I think that was fine. With some games, you're just doomed to lose, though. Especially with this deck, which is not so good, so... It is what it is. Let's see if we can actually get one more win out of this thing, or if we're going to go down for a 6-3 again, which would be a little annoying. Alright, a priest. Kill it before turn 10. Or before it lays eggs. I think we don't want this. In fact, we don't really want any of that with the exception of the Gnomish Inventor. So, give me Defias. Thank you. Much appreciated. I have 3 Defias in my deck, so that was likely. Cool, so Coin Defias will be our opener, which is a great opener against a priest. Absolutely fine. Let's see if he's got a Northshire Cleric. If he doesn't, we're in a great spot. If he does, it's a little annoying. He doesn't. Wonderful. And we get a Backstab, which is even better. So, Coin Defias. There we go. And a Backstab. So if he brings out anything weak, that dies, which is great. Let's see what he's got. What do you got? Do you have a... No, oh, he's not going to play anything. Alright. It's actually mildly annoying, because I was really hoping to backstab something. It's quite satisfying. But nope, not going to get that. So we'll do 5 damage. So he does actually have a 2-cost minion, he just didn't want to play it. I wonder what that minion might be then. Fairy Dragon. Pretty good minion. But I can just kill it with the 2-1. So, it doesn't really matter. It's good because it resists backstab, but that doesn't matter because we have a nice little cheap, very much expendable unit we can use there. Keep piling on the pressure. Gnomish Inventor available next turn, then Assassin's Blade or Kodo. Twilight Drake. Sap can sort of screw that over. Ish. I could kill it with a backstab in the 4-2. Do I want to sap it? Do I want to sap it? Sap it actually makes it more powerful next turn. So that would be a little stupid, really. I mean, I'd be able to keep the pressure on him, but I think just trade the 4-2 and a backstab for it. That seems fine. I'm okay with that. There we go. Screw it. Trade the Eviscerate. It's 2 cards, but I keep the 4-2 in the field and keep applying the pressure. So, I like that better. There we go. In this situation, because I got that early advantage, I just want to keep pressuring him. Keep hammering him down. I know I did just use 2 cards on that, but he did delay several turns to be able to play it, so... It's okay. It's probably not the best play ever. Ouch. Well, that's that. Stampeding Kodo will not help here. We can actually afford to take damage to the face. So I think maybe even the Assassin's Blade and just hit it. What's the best way? No, play the Gnomish Inventor and then just 2-2 into it. Unless I get a backstab, which I didn't, so... Yeah, throw the 2-2 at him. That's fine. We got enough value out of that Defias. Assassin's Blade. Gnomish Inventor, cool. We got a Stampeding Kodo, so this is a great play for us. Don't you dare. Oh, cool. Excellent. That's a better play for us now. I was going to say, if you play Divine Spirit, I'm going to hate you forever. Or Inner Fire, but no. Stampeding Kodo. So his 2-6 goes pop. He got a card out of it, but he loses his buff, so... He basically didn't get a card out of it. Shadow of Pain. Alright, go to hell. Sprint is available here. Ooh, we had to play an Ancient Mage. Ooh, that hurts. That's bad. Okay. I don't want to give it back to him, so I'm certainly not going to sap it. I think we pull the Fist Ogre here. Just play the most powerful thing I've got. And then go to the face. Because that Ancient Mage is going to do nothing on its own. So we're not too worried about that. Well, actually... Oh, god damn it! Priests. Ugh. Dark Iron Dwarf. It's actually enough to kill that, so never mind. It actually did quite a bit. So much for that plan. Alright, Deadly Poison and an Assassin's Blade. And lots of health as well, which is quite good. I think in this situation, though... no. No, that would still be dumb. Let's not do that. Yeah, best play is that. And kill off the 4/4. If we played the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and killed that, it would only create a 3/3, which would then be killed by the 4/4, which would make no sense. So we're not going to do that at all.
Here we go.
And then we kill that. Kobold Geomancer, we could play, but again, it just gets killed by the Ancient Mage and then healed, so what's the point? Might as well just wait for the opportunity to kill it off entirely. Thought Steal. This could be annoying.
For the crusade!
Okay. It's a little irritating, but never mind. Yep, it's going to heal himself, actually. Okay, so we'll just knife that next turn. We can just knife him, funnily enough. We have the means to do that. So we can fan a knives. I think we're just going to go for the face. If he doesn't have taunt, he's just going to die. So I think maybe that might be the way to go. Do I want to fan a knives, though? Really? I do, because I might pull an Eviscerate. Or Defias, that works too. It's actually absolutely fine in this situation. There we go. Alright, our town into Flesh-Eating Ghoul, probably. Hit him there. Yeah. That's the way to go. It is a bit vulnerable to Holy Nova, though. And I've got Sprint, so I'm not really... Ooh, Shadow Madness. Okay, so he's going to trade the 2-1 for the 2-2. Which is actually fine. No, it's not, because he's then, of course, going to use the 3-1 to kill that. That's fine. I mean, he cleared his own board for me, so I guess that works. And I'm hitting him really hard right now, and I've got Sprint, so... Defias. I think we just keep putting pressure on, and we can use Sprint later. Okay, so... Kobold and... Let's Sprint, because I want that Eviscerate. Because then I can actually just straight up kill him. And I didn't get it, but never mind. I was going to play the Defias, but then that makes that board vulnerable to Holy Nova, so I didn't want to do that. Let's see what he pulls out of his arse. Nothing. You need a taunt. Do you have a Defender of Argus? Oh, so you got nothing. Okay. Well, he can heal himself, but that doesn't matter, because I've got Perdition's Blade, so he's dead.
Well played.
2 Perdition's Blades, in fact. There we go. So there's that, and Perdition's Blade for the finish. Sweet. That was fairly one-sided. Alright, so the deck is still alive. Surprisingly enough, currently on 7-2. That's the highest I think any of our runs has been in a while, so I'll take that. I will take that. We'll see if we can go any higher than that next time, folks. Thank you very much for watching.